Hi, I had a chance to do some more analysis on the data that we got yesterday on the Comet Atlas, Planet 9, Nibiru, whatever we want to call it, but for right now let's just call it Comet Atlas. Code name Comet Atlas, how about that? Until we get absolute confirmation on all of our suspicions, well, on my suspicions anyways. But the data that we saw yesterday indicates that, here, take a look. Comet Atlas is definitely unusual, and it did an unusual thing yesterday. And our 3 interplanetary visitors that we've had, again, Oumuamua, Comet Borisov, and now Comet Atlas, which is half the size of the sun. Can we just make that point again? We have a good idea what the size of this object is, especially with the scans and the pictures that we see here. That it is unusual, and it just did something unusual. And what I can see, this is not breaking apart. What I see is an object being launched. So here, if we take a close-up at this rendition, you see the 2 spikes. We see the main body of Nibiru, and there may be something here up front, ahead of it, and then it just launched this significant size object that's going to be going in another trajectory. So my guess is the main body is going to be taking the trajectory that's going to land it on the east side of the planet Earth during December, during Christmas time. And so that's what we have here. This is the trajectory that's been proposed for Comet Atlas. And then here again are the pictures that we're looking at, but take a close look at this data set and take a look and see how all the objects are moving in this direction, and Comet Borisov is doing its own thing. And obviously this orbit that it has, it's under its own movement, because everything else that's following the movement of the galaxy and of the solar system is going in this direction, and Borisov has a whole other orbit entirely. So we have this object being ejected. My guess is this object that's been ejected is going to rendezvous with Earth before Comet Atlas makes its journey all the way around under the sun and comes up on the other side of the planet Earth, and on the other side actually of Mars, and starts to spend some time in that gap between Mars and Jupiter. So this is going to be very interesting. This comet is doing some interesting things. This planet, no, it's not breaking apart, because here is how 2 pictures that we looked at yesterday, but taking a closer look today, this is how the comet Shoemaker-Levy broke up in 1994. And it's the pull of gravity, it just elongates the actual object itself, the actual comet. And comets and asteroids are not solid rocky objects. They consist of massive and sometimes lighter than dust objects that are clumped together. If we look at some of the pictures of comets and of asteroids, we can see they're not large rocky objects. They're clumped together. Dirt, rocks, and their weak gravity holds them together. So when they come into contact with a strong gravitational object, such as Jupiter, making a close approach to Jupiter, well, the gravity of Jupiter is going to pull that object apart, and it's going to grab heavier objects and bring them in. And some lighter objects are just going to keep on going, traversing if the gravity doesn't get them. But the larger objects do get pulled by the gravity. And here we see that it's a pretty regular interspersal of objects. The interesting thing about Comet Atlas is, since it's half the size of the sun, it obviously has the greater gravity. So something is going to be pulled towards it rather than something pulling it apart like Jupiter did to little Shoemaker-Levy. So by my calculation, Nibiru ejected a capsule that's going to rendezvous with Earth. Because of the FRBs, we know that there's a lot of constant communication between Comet Atlas, Nibiru, Planet 9, and the Earth. So all of this is pretty much choreographed. We don't have to really be in fear of anything. Just stay safe, stay at home, keep a healthy amount of supplies, and just pay attention to people that you trust and know, and let's keep an eye on this wonderful time and this very interesting change in mankind. A new age is coming, and if we are to believe and understand all the religions, the ancient religions around the world, the new age is going to be a great age of peace and understanding, and all of the ancestors, all of our families that have passed away over the millennium are going to be coming back, and we're going to somehow, of course, figure out a way for them to spend time on the planet Earth, and us to spend time maybe in what's considered heaven. It's a new age. Many exciting things to happen. All right, this is a quick video, and just talking about what I foresee and all the studies that I've been doing over the last many years, and reviewing all of the prophecies. We have some interesting times ahead of us. So thanks for watching, and I'll have another video for you tomorrow. If you have any questions or comments, just put them below, and I definitely review them and answer any and all of them. All right, thanks. And this has been a Saturday. It's been a day of rest, and tomorrow is going to get back to the working day and also video making days. So, if y'all have any questions or suggestions for videos for me to make, also put them in the comment section below. All right, guys. Peace. Have a good one. Yeah. Bow.